Hello everyone, today I wanted to make a quick review or comparison between two beautiful $100 dynamic microphones. The first of which is going to be the Shure Sm58. This is a renowned, famous microphone that needs no introduction, probably the most popular microphone in the world. It's been manufactured for about 56, probably more years now, so it really needs no introduction. The second mic is going to be the SE V7, the SE Electronics V7. This is another $100 microphone. This is much newer than the Sm58, but both of these are $100 and both of them are beautiful dynamic microphones with completely different sounds or flavors of audio, and so they're really popular for different applications. But today I wanted to test them out on my voice so you can see which one would suit your application better. So let's start with the Sm58. So just now I've connected the Shure Sm58 dynamic microphone. I'm using it right here. It's about 2 to 3 inches away from my mouth. It's connected to the Audient ID4 and the gain is about 9.5 out of 10. And according to my audio meters, I'm probably going to have to boost this in post a fair bit because this microphone, while it does have a transformer inside that's supposed to make it require less gain, this mic is still fairly gain hungry. I don't know how many decibels exactly, but I'll probably put it right here if I can find this information online. So the sound of this microphone is very, very iconic. The bass is very full, maybe a little bloated or a bit much for some people with its darker tone. The mids are right there, they're flush, they're fine, they're good, and the top end feels a tiny bit artificial, if a little tiny bit boosted, but not enough for it to sound bright. The bass still dominates a fair bit more, and so it results in this dark and warm sound. This microphone is great to be EQ'd, by the way. I mean, I'm sure you've seen some live performances where this mic does not sound like a dynamic mic, or at least if it does, it just sounds really good. One of those best examples, at least in the ones I've heard, has to be the Paul McCartney 2002 live album. It uses this Sm58, but the voice and the vocals are really clear and they're crisp. But as you can hear, the top end sounds a little artificial, but it just sounds good. It sounds reliable. It's such a standard sound that you've definitely heard this microphone whether you knew it or not. Another thing that's great about this mic is honestly the build quality. It's built like an absolute tank. I mean, you can hear the handling noise when I hit it like this, but it's built really well. To be fair, when I use this mic, sometimes when I used to have my Go XLR where I could put some EQ, I would take out the grill because honestly it kind of affects the sound in a slightly negative way in my opinion, and I don't recommend you do this if you have bad microphone technique or if you're not used to working with microphones in general. But if you take it out and if you put a piece of foam instead, you might get a slightly brighter, more broader, more beautiful sound. It's not going to be as full as something like the SM7B or something like a condenser microphone right here, but the difference is this thing rejects background noises a lot better than most mics do, and that's the thing. Now this is a cardioid microphone. The next mic we're going to test, the SE-V7, is going to be a super cardioid microphone, which means it rejects even more than the Sm58 does. Now a rejection test is going to be like this. This is a mic right in front of it. Me looking to the side, to the other side, you can see that my voice gets a lot louder when I'm in front and it goes really quiet when I'm talking from the sides, and that is the special thing that you're going to do with this. So what kind of applications does this suit? Well, the Sm58 is obviously designed more for vocals. If you want something that is more broader, you can just stick with the Sm57 from Shure. It's also $100 and it's a bit more versatile for better use cases like guitar amps, drums, room tones, and stuff like this. But obviously you can always just remove the grill and do the same thing, though it's a little bit less protected when you do that. So there's a bit of a difference in these two mics, but they obviously use the same capsule. Moving on now to the SE-V7, I think you can immediately tell the difference with the voice. I'm looking at my audio meters because they seem to be a little bit louder than that of the Sm58, but not by a huge margin, maybe about 2 decibels or 3, but I'll probably put it somewhere right here if I'm mistaken. It's all in post-production really. But as you can hear, the sound of this mic is a lot more open. The bass is a little bit more tamer, a little bit less boosted, a little bit less pushy, but that's by design. And although for my voice, I prefer to have a bit more bass to play with and EQ out or EQ in if I need to, depends on how far away I'm using the mic for most voices, this will do a great job at putting a perfect balance of everything. The sound of this mic is also very colored. It's not that the sound of the Sm58 is not colored, it's also really colored, at least in my opinion, but the sound of this mic is very EQ'd right out of the box, which for some people is a great thing because not everyone has EQ machines and mixers ready on deck, and some people just want to have a perfect sound right out of the box. And if you're just going to be using this audio and just directly pushing it out, whether uploading it or using it for live performances or streaming or any kind, and if you have those two microphones and as options, I would recommend the SE-V7 more, at least that's in my opinion. I just like the sound of this mic a lot more. Even though that one is a bit warmer and some people argue that it's easier to listen to, I would say that the sound is a bit clearer, and nowadays with a lot of headphones that push the high end a little bit extra to give you that crispiness, this microphone is going to benefit a lot from that. I don't know if this is worth mentioning, but the grill right here uses what seems to be a different material of that in the Sm58. I don't know if it's plastic or what exactly it is, but it's definitely doing less of a push or less of an effect to your voice than that of the grill right here, because the sound differs when you take off the grill from the SM58, but not so much from the grill of this mic. So that said, the build quality is also great. I don't know if I can say it's as good as the SM58, but they're both wonderful and you're not going to run into any issues and you can both drop them and they're fine. I don't know what happens to the grill if you drop it a lot though, because as you can tell, the SM58's grill is a lot more prone to bending when you throw it down, but it will still live a very, very long time. So what do you think? Because there is genuinely no better or worse between those two options. It's just that the SEV7 has a bit more modern sound or a bit more open sound, with the top end being a lot more exposed, the bass being more controlled, and having a more colored or more pre-mixed sound. If that's definitely not the word, but I mean, that's what I would describe it as. And which one of them do you think suits my voice, or probably then your voice, better? I mean, I'm assuming you probably haven't tested them both, but according to what you're hearing right now, which one do you think would suit your voice or your application better? P.S. I will include affiliate links in the description. If you buy these mics through them, I earn a small commission and I'll be very, very thankful to you. But yeah, that will be it for this video or this comparison. I hope this video helped someone or helped someone make a good financial decision, and I hope that you have a wonderful day, and goodbye.